Welcome students to our new YouTube channel Pharmatech, the division of excellence. So let's start to the new chapter from CNS, which is local anesthetics. So let's start to this topic, local anesthetics. The most popular local anesthetic used is lidocaine, and they are ester type of local anesthetic agents, and they all are short acting except tetracaine. This is long acting, and also cocaine, procaine, chloroprocaine, tetracaine, and benzocaine. And the amide type of local anesthetics are in two class. The first one is intermediate acting, and examples are lidocaine, mepivacaine, and prilocaine. And the long acting are bupivacaine, etidocaine, ropivacaine, and dibucaine. So next we see the another classification of local anesthetics. In that the first one is injectables. In that the first class is low potency and short duration, and the examples are procaine and chloroprocaine. Then next class is in injectable intermediate potency and duration, and the examples are lidocaine and prilocaine. And the third one is high potency and long duration, and the examples are tetracaine, also known as amethocaine, and also bupivacaine, ropivacaine, and dibucaine, also known as cinchocaine. That means it is derived from cinchona plant. So next class is surface anesthetic. In that two subclasses. The first one is soluble, and the example of soluble surface anesthetics are cocaine, lidocaine, and tetracaine. And second one is insoluble, and the example of insoluble surface anesthetics are benzocaine, butyl amino benzoate, and oxythamazine. So the benzocaine and butyl amino benzoate and oxythamazine are the insoluble surface anesthetic agents. So next we see the drugs with local anesthetic properties. They are propranolol, chlorpromazine, and the third one is H1 antihistamines. That means H1 antihistaminics. And the fourth one is quinine. And the shortest acting local anesthetics is chloroprocaine, and the longest acting local anesthetic is bupivacaine. And the only naturally occurring local anesthetic is cocaine, and the anesthetic which is used only for surface cause is benzocaine, and the only local anesthetic which has sympathomimetic properties is cocaine, and the only local anesthetic which cause vasoconstriction is also cocaine. So next we see the mechanism of action of local anesthetics. They are normal transmembrane potential of neuronal cell bodies 90 to 60 millivolt or milliwatt, and second is sodium equilibrium potential is plus 60 millivolt, that means 4 to 60 millivolt reached during depolarization, and potassium equilibrium potential is 90 millivolt is reached during repolarization. And the local anesthetics act by blocking sodium channels, and the nerve fibers carrying pain and temperature is delta fibers, and the during spinal anesthesia nerve fiber which are first to be blocked, they are preganglionic sympathetic fiber, that means they are type B fiber, and during spinal anesthesia nerve fibers which are last to be blocked, they are motor or proprioceptive fibers, and the during spinal anesthesia nerve fibers which are last to recover are sympathetic fibers, and the nerve fibers which are unmyelinated are type C fibers, and the most potent, most toxic, and longest acting local anesthetic is dibucaine. So the next we see the toxicities of local anesthetics. The first toxicity is neurotoxicity, and in that local anesthetic which is more neurotoxic than others is chloroprocaine. So the chloroprocaine is more neurotoxic than other drugs. So next toxicity is cardiovascular toxicity, and the local anesthetic with maximum cardiotoxicity is bupivacaine. So the bupivacaine has maximum cardiotoxicity in local anesthetics. So next is blood. The local anesthetic which causes methemoglobin anemia is prilocaine. So the methemoglobinemia is caused by prilocaine. And next one is drugs which can be used in the treatment of methemoglobinemia is methylene blue and ascorbic acid. So in methemoglobinemia, the drug which is used is methylene blue and ascorbic acid. Most important. So next is lignocaine. The lignocaine is also used in the treatment of ventricular tachycardia. So most important question for GPAT, which drug is used for the treatment of ventricular tachycardia? And the right answer is lignocaine. So the next is for spinal anesthesia, injection is made heavy by adding dextrose and light by adding distilled water. And the next toxicity is spinal anesthesia. In adults, spinal cord extends up to lower border of L vertebra, that means L to I vertebra, and in children and neonates, spinal cord extends up to the L3 vertebra. And the spinal anesthetic, that means spinal anesthesia was first discovered by Bayer. And the most common site of lumbar puncture, that means lumbar puncture of for spinal anesthesia between L3 and L4 vertebra. Next we see the complications of spinal anesthesia, and the complications are hypotension. It is most common complication in spinal anesthesia. The next is headache due to leakage of CSI, that means complication of spinal anesthesia, it lasts for 2 to 3 days. And the third complication is cranial nerve palsy. So the cranial nerve palsy, it is most common cranial nerve affected in spinal anesthesia is sixth cranial nerve. So the sixth cranial nerve is the most common cranial nerve affected in spinal anesthesia. And the next is cranial nerve not affected in spinal anesthesia is first and 10th cranial nerves. And the last one is intravenous regional anesthesia, and the procedure was first discovered by Bayer. And the pressure used to occlude the limb mmHg higher than systolic blood pressure, and the dose of lignocaine used for upper limb is 50 to 20 ml, that means 1.5%. And the dose of lignocaine used for lower limb is 30 ml. So the dose of lignocaine used for lower limb is 30 ml, that means up to 80 ml may be needed. And the bupivacaine, it is not used in intravenous regional anesthesia. So here is the end of this chapter, local anesthetics. So in the next chapter we see the general anesthetics. So in local anesthetics we see the classification of local anesthetics and also the toxicities of local anesthetics. So next we see the general anesthetics and their classification. So hope you like this video, local anesthetics. So thanks for watching, and please share this video more and more to your GPAT aspirants as well as CET aspirants, and also for those students who prepare for competitive examination like GPAT, CET. So and also like, share and subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching. Thank you. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. Welcome students to our new YouTube channel Pharma Tech, the division of excellence.